I'm Donald Roussin, and this is my wife, Mary Ellen.
Hello.
We live in Maryland Heights, Missouri. I've been collecting since 1969. Started with beer cans, started getting to the history of beer, and it's just kind of exploded after that. My focus is on Missouri and Illinois breweries. The smaller the better, the more obscure the better, because it's really fun to find something that no one else has seen. As you can see, this is a rather large convex sign from the Grzedik Brothers Brewery in St. Louis. Dates to the mid-50s, we can tell from the shield. I got this at a beer show in downtown St. Louis. I collect Grzedik Brothers. One of the reasons is my dad liked to drink it. This is a tin sign. It's a set of, there's 4 different ones. Local collectors, it's pretty desirable, desired by local collectors. 1954, 1955, when they changed the design. This is a reverse on glass from the Grzedik Western Brewery. Stag, which we talked about, is still very much being sold. This is right after repeal. And if you turn the side over on the back, it's gray where they sealed it, and they were using it as a blackboard. But actually, I was cleaning the side off not too long ago, and there's still some of the chalk from that school picnic on the back. This is a piece from the Cape Brewery and Ice Company. The brewery was there from 1891 to 1939. That's where my dad went to college. That's where my son went to college.
My grandfather went to college there too when it was the normal school.
In fact, the day I graduated, my mom and dad came to my dorm room, and my dad's freaking out. It turned out I was in the same room he stayed in when he had been down at Cape. This green piece is reverse on glass from the McGovern Brewery in Old Appleton, Missouri. You'll notice the mule. Well, the guy that got control of the brewery, he was a gangster, and he was one of those during the 20s, made him an offer they couldn't refuse, and he got control of the brewery. Upon repeal, he bought a circus mule and taught it to drink mule beer. I'm always a little nervous to say it's one of a kind, but a lot of times I'm just be very certain that it is. This is a reverse on glass from the Peerless Brewing Company in Washington, Missouri. Cardinal beer, one of my prized possessions here. Here's a quarter sign from Anheuser-Busch. Almost any quarter sign is hard to find these days. This one is special to me because the brewery has no record of it. This is from the Sedalia Brewing Company, and if you look down at the bottom, it says Pearl Saloon, so it was made specifically for a specific tavern in town, and I think it closed down it closed down before 1900. So this is one of the pieces, to my knowledge, if you want to see it on the planet Earth, you have to come here to my house. This is one of my favorite neons. Probably dates right after repeal, 33, 34. Interesting story on this. There used to be an antique show here in St. Louis. Guy brought it in, and it had it had chicken stuff on it, and some cobwebs and hornet's nests on it. And I said, "Well, where'd you get that?" And he said, "Well, yesterday this was stored in an abandoned house, so I brought it to the show to see if anybody would be interested." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm interested in that." And as you can see, it cleaned up pretty well. This is a calendar, 1897 calendar from the Louis Obert Brewery, which when it was in operation was right across the street from Anheuser-Busch. A lot of times you never know what you're going to get until you get home. Someone had very poorly framed it, and it was mashed up against the glass. So when I took it out to put it in the shadow box, a couple of these wings popped up, and I thought, well, that's interesting. You may not be able to see it from the camera, but when you pull these wings up, there's months: January, February, March, April, May, June, and the hobby is just full of surprises. You just never know what you're going to get until you take it home and you get it cleaned up.